on radio. It's like, look at these lunatics. 6/13, Friday.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, Jim Irsay's birthday.
Oh. 2 waves, 3 waves, 4 waves.
There we go.
A lot of waves.
There's a miss.
Hello.
2
Lot of waves.
Hello.
2 misses. 3
Bunch of waves.
misses.
Bunch of waves.
Ask what's going on.
Why?
Nah, you never know.
People-
Ages.
I'm curious.
ages.
What
So ask what's
what
happening.
is happening?
I
Can we
don't
at least
know.
get an idea what's
They're
happening?
just looking around.
No, you didn't ask.
They all look
The James
very
gave me an answer and I
professional.
already forgot
Listen,
like 2 minutes later.
if they're currently filming you, you can ask them what's happening.
I always want to ask people like in the real world that like have to wear nice clothes every day. I don't know how you have that many clothes. You have to
Well,
wear.
you
Do you
just-
do you
Impact
repeat?
Learning
do you repeat
Institute.
a lot?
Yeah, that's what you buy. I
You repeat a lot of clothes.
Yeah, I mean, you have like I already have like my 3 suits, and then
They'd fire them if they wore what you're.
I didn't have to wear a suit every day. Well, but when I had to go on like business trips, I have to wear a suit. So I would have like and I have like college shirts. I'd have like my 10, 12 college shirts I would wear to work.
Oh,
What a world. All business trips, we wear sweatshirts that say make your free throws.
yeah. You're wearing everything you're wearing is free right now.
No, I did buy these pants.
Oh, the boy! Hey! Nice job.
Go Bosco!
What was I gonna say? All right, Friday the 13th, game 4 tonight.
Bibsy's there.
Vibsy's there. A
Main
wild,
Street
yeah,
stuff?
a wild one we didn't expect to open, but Stanley Cup last night, absolutely fucking bananas.
Insane.
Incredible.
What a game! I mean,
Bananas.
actually watching. I mean, one of the better finals games ever. I mean, down 3-0 in the first period. Like you're thinking series is over, dead. They're
What?
down
Over.
3-1.
Yeah,
What
typical
happened?
Oilers, right?
Tie it up with what? How many seconds? Like
tie-
19.
They go up 3-0, then go up 4-3, and then they score at 19
Right.
seconds left, tie the game, and then the Oilers still win in overtime.
Oilers winning that was crazy because I know they came back, but then usually when that like the Florida, that
Florida has the
momentum going
momentum,
to
yeah, for sure.
But what happens to Nicky Smokes from Whitney if the Oilers win? Because he threw a nuke.
That video was
Yeah.
wild.
That was a nuke for 2-2. That was a nuke,
yeah, it was.
and it was a great video. Like good for Whitney. I love when Whitney's in it. Like in the content, like loves it and like really cares about, because you could tell, he loves the Oilers. He's one of the funnier guys we have.
Bro, I mean-
one of the funniest.
One of the most underrated content moments in the last year is all he did was go like this. But a finger leg.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's got the ability to like make it happen.
Last week he just didn't speak during the whole thing. It was the funniest thing in the entire world.
Yeah, he's either way.
But and it's a funny, those two going back and forth in this series. I have no idea who the fuck could win.
Oh, I have no idea.
That game is it's so.
Oilers at home though, right? 5-7.
They have
now.
home ice now.
So it's a
Basically, a 3-game
series.
series. They got
Does
2 at
that
home.
matter as much in hockey? I
But correct
really
me if I'm
don't.
wrong. Didn't Florida go up 2-0?
No, it was
No,
1-1.
You are
1-1.
wrong. It was 1-1.
Jesus.
Oh,
I said it was so nice. I was like, oh, it was 1-1.
Couldn't have
He
been
was like,
faster.
no, it was
He-
1-1.
You
I
said
also-
correct me if I'm wrong.
like, yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on.
And you did say he
That
correct-
is true, Meek.
He
You're not
did
wrong.
exactly what you asked.
Whatever. So
I think the Whitney
Florida
thing-
has gone to Edmonton and win a game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think the Whitney thing, him going pulling that Nicky Smokes video was like a series-ending video. Like that's one you post like
Unless
after,
he has other stuff up his sleeve.
must have.
He must. But to me, I think the reason you pull that out so early is, I mean, the roller coaster of that game. Like I mean, like I said, you're thinking it's over, like you're dead. The video of him too in the suite after talking shit to all the Panthers fans, and like,
Amazing.
have a nice ride home, see you in Berta, it was unbelievable.
Is there any way we get a camera on this little dog? Wow, that's a cute dog. If it's not, it's
One
okay.
little
Oh,
bag.
that is a nice. I didn't even see that. Oh my goodness.
In a little bag, dog in a bag,
Dog in a bag.
bag dog,
Just
dog bag,
chilling.
bag dog.
Well-behaved dog.
It is.
So that transitions. Obviously, we've been following this journey of
Look at that. Oh, just his head's cut off a little bit.
of the
that black's just right in the way of his
of the
cute
future.
face.
The
That's just being a dog in a bag.
I just call him the cat. Yeah. All right. So Florida minus
Oh,
110,
wow.
Edmonton minus 1.
Is that guy's cash out
the cash out
available
kid?
yet?
That's what I call.
I think they must have it this morning.
No, DraftKings was tweeting about it this morning, being like, "We'll let you know when it's when the cash out is
Let me see
available.
if they posted it yet.
What did it get to? How low did it get?
It was
Got to
60.
about
It was
50K.
60, so it's got to be
60?
back to at least like I'd guess like
What is it
80,
again?
90.
I'd say it's at 90.
It was $13 to win 270
270
grand. It was the Dodgers to win the final, or Dodgers to win the World Series, Liberty to win. I think it was Liberty to win the championship.
Eagles.
Win the Super Bowl, and then Oilers.
And these two.
Oilers and Thunder.
Why don't we do these? Like all of us do one, just like $10 bet, just in case.
I might have to after
Like
this.
3 teams. We don't do
I might
5.
have to do. I mean,
We
even
should do after this, after fucking these 2 finals,
Mhm.
we should do
Like World Series.
a World Series, NFL,
Super Bowl?
and maybe NBA or hockey, whatever.
Maybe NBA. We don't really know.
Or,
hockey.
no, college basketball. You could do college basketball. Like we should
I
do,
would even do it just because it's quicker. Yeah, college football or Super Bowl.
yeah, or college football.
Do
yeah,
we all
college
ride
football.
the same one?
No,
or?
we should all do different ones.
All
So
different-
it's
oh,
like-
okay.
So
I was
it's,
just we're not all agreeing on baseball.
no, that's the point where it's like we should all try and do something different. Like even if you do Yankees, I'm not gonna do Yankees or I'll do Yankees. You don't do Yankees, just so we have something.
I might have to do like an Ohio State Yankees St. John's.
Yeah, that
Just
sounds
rip
great.
a,
I mean, St.
gotta
John's
go
would be really
Jersey.
good.
Gotta go to
next.
Jersey to do it, but
St. John's would be really good next.
phenomenal team.
Yeah, the expectations are there. They have to get to the second week.
I was told they were really good last year.
They were great.
They weren't supposed to be that good.
I mean, they won the Big East regular season.
That's
and-
cool.
That's great.
Yeah, it's real. It's actually that's the whole goal of the season.
No, it's not. Unfortunately, not true.
Clemmer's unfortunately Clemmer's not very educated with college sports. He doesn't watch them, doesn't pay attention, not familiar. He thinks that Seton Hall shouldn't hang banners, or like he thinks like Plymouth Rock State shouldn't hang a banner for like making
Plymouth Rock State.
Plymouth Rock State should. I still don't know. I still don't know if Seton.
I've been to Plymouth Rock, buddy.
I haven't
Have you
been
been to Plymouth Rock, Ev?
All should be better
No,
than
I-
that.
I've been there. I've been to
No.
Plymouth Rock.
You were born there. You
I
crawled
landed there.
crawled out from under.
I did.
Yeah.
Rick Pitino, great guy,
They-
great
they
coach.
fucking-
Well, not a great guy actually.
No, phenomenal
and
guy.
not a terrible NBA coach. And
So yeah, all right. So
Kind of
the
piece of
cash
shit.
out kid.
No, he just
So
great.
now
great New
he's
Yorker.
holding. It's all right. So he needs Oklahoma City and
Oilers.
Edmonton to cash
Still
that
on
out.
this?
Oklahoma City, yeah, I mean, it's a fucking big bet. Oklahoma City down 2-1. Edmonton has the home ice. Which what do you work? What would you do? I guess. So what?
What I do
Which
is
one are
cash
you
out.
more worried
That's a lot of money. I
I-
cash
he
out.
has- After tonight, I
is
cash
hedged.
out.
He's hedged. We're talking like he is hedged. I have it on like solid authority. He is hedged like significantly.
Oh.
I know a guy knows a guy knows a guy. He's hedged solid.
And I again.
And also, I think
I have no
In
problem
all
with it.
honesty,
Also, I
I
think
think
if-
fucking not hedged.
like obviously he's hedged.
say
Like
it all the
anyone,
time.
I know he's like a younger kid. Like anyone around you is gonna be like, bro. Like
Yeah.
He looks like he's like 20.
I guarantee financial people would be hitting him up,
Yeah.
being like, "Yo, like I'll give you like
Well, he's
let's
smart.
like
Think
let's
about
work
this.
this out." Like you clearly
The point of it
you
is to
need
make money.
hedge.
We
Like,
say that all
you
the
need
time.
to walk
No,
away
but
with
think
this with
about
at least
this.
like 100K. Like
He's probably
have to.
hedged a little bit, right? Like
I've heard he has like
definitely-
a good amount.
Yeah, like he probably has a good amount, which I don't know.
I
Which
think
is
he's
also,
I think he's
you
going
also have
six
to realize
figures, like,
it is
regardless.
tough to hedge if you're 22 years old and don't have that money.
No,
to
but
hedge.
you-
Yeah,
I'm-
you need to have someone else provide the capital.
That's my point. You have I guarantee
It's worse.
there's-
Then you have other people in your buying it.
That's
for
why maybe you
like
look at
that.
cashing out then.
Yeah,
Maybe-
that's
but
why-
we don't know. Maybe he has a rich uncle. We don't know what this guy's.
But regardless,
This
like,
thing
it
is
a
so
lot
public.
more.
You had so much time in between from the two series ending to these. I promise you, there has been
I'm-
like things.
100%, but
Yes,
it's still
he's gonna-
annoying to like have anyone do it. Like if you're take all that out, right? And it's just you right now. I don't know what you do because if say there's no one buying your shit, nothing. He's technically just doing this. I do think you wait till tonight and buy out after that. It's a risk, but
If you really had not done anything, if you had really not hedged, at
really
all,
nothing. Maybe I put like
But if you-
$1,000 on.
No, let's pretend there wasn't, like, just for the sake of
That's what I'm saying.
show. Like, what would you?
I think tonight. I think.
Would
this-
you? So you think OKC wins tonight then?
But I also think I would have cashed out when it was 1-1 everywhere.
I would have cashed.
It was
out when
80K.
Probably before that. Honestly.
$13.
up to
No,
127?
2-1.
Wasn't it 130,000 at one point?
No, the 80 was down. Thunder down 2-1, and them down 2-1.
Oh, so what was it when it was 1-1?
I think before the series started, it was like 100, like 20.
Yeah, it was like 130 I think, before this. I mean that's like
That's what I'm saying. Like you should have just before, because the reason I say this was a solid 2 series to hedge on. The Pacers were plus 500. That's very easy to hedge.
But
Like the perfect world of like having a future like this is that it's a big favorite, so you get to hedge on like the huge dog.
Yes.
Like getting like if you had the Pacers and you had to hedge on the Thunder, that'd be a nightmare. Trying to hedge minus like 700, hedging a plus 500 is easy in the sense that you don't have to put up that much to make a lot, obviously. And then the other one's a minus 110, which is also like pretty solid spot to be in hedge wise.
he's also being smart too. Like if he did hedge, and good, I'm glad he did. But like he's also smart where he's still in the content every night. Everyone's like, even if you don't care about gambling, you're like, oh, that kid, what's that cash out? Like
That's true. That's the only negative about cashing out is you lose out on all the.
he's at DraftKings
Yeah.
Sportsbook, like watching the games with his buddies. Like imagine being out of college and
Unbelievable.
you literally the dream of gambling is this with your boys, just like hoping this like one of the craziest bets of all time.
That's even more so why hedging is the right move, so you never have to cash it out. You get to ride that.
Exactly.
That's true.
And he's in a good spot where, like, I mean, if that thing hits, he's like a gambling legend forever.
If OKC
Like
wins,
you're the kid who hit the like $13 to $270,000 future.
if OKC wins tonight, it's like he's looking pretty.
It'll be if
on the
OKC wins tonight, I bet the cash out will be
130.
I was gonna say like maybe 150 even.
Think so? But with the NHL
'Cause
series is 110, 110.
Because the
so-
Thunder will be such big favorites
Right.
again, and then it's the same price it was when the series started.
How big of a favorite do you think it would swing in the Thunder series? Do you think they'd be like minus 450?
More. Yeah, I would if they're minus like 250 now if they win. Yeah, no, minus like
400.
You'd be
500.
probably
Yeah.
11 or 10 point favorite.
In
like
in
game
two
5.
of the games they'd be. Yeah, I think it'd be minus like 455.
Yeah, I think so too.
A potential
I
game
love
7.
these.
I don't think the spread would be that big though.
It'd be like 9 or 10. It would go
I-
down
a
just
game-
a little.
That many points for
Meek,
game
I'm-
7.
Meek,
Oh,
I'm
game 7 might change things a little bit. 'cause
No, but if it's 11, there's no way it goes below like 9.
But it would have also meant that OKC's won 2 of the last 3 too. So
That's true too.
These guys really took over the office.
Yeah, there's more of them than us.
They ordered pizza.
yeah, oh yeah, look at that.
They got pies.
It's crazy.
Wow.
What was it called again? What are they?
Impact.
I
They
forgot.
like impact on their chest.
Impact business development, I think.
What are they learning here? I wonder.
Sports. Pick Central.
Yeah, we're gonna teach them sports.
All right.
What are they learning here? Yeah, I don't know.
Let me tell you about the Thunder minus 3.5 first half tonight.
3.5. What line do you got?
What? No, first half.
Wow.
What is the line tonight? 5.5?
6.
It was 6 last time I checked. It's still 6.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
I don't know how like yes, OKC can win by 20, right? But how do you not take the Pacers after you are watching these games? Like if you truly don't think gambling brain, you're watching these games and you're getting 6 points at home when they dominate. They've been pretty good fucking against this team.
They also did get dominated a game too.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I know, but
and they
like-
got dominated for 45 minutes of
I know.
game 1.
But then they dominated game 3. I not dominated, but they
They
played better
won.
than
They won the
game
game.
3.
They were better.
But like at home, 6 points. Like it's still not even like you're taking money line. Like 6 points, it's close.
I'm taking the
game.
money line. I think I'm just gonna take Pacers money line just because like I don't know how this is gonna go and like I think there's the most value there.
I don't like this game. I honestly just gonna probably take like props and parlay them, but like because again, OKC, you don't know. You have no idea about them.
I'm taking the Thunder.
Are you?
I think I said after they lost
Yeah.
game 1, it would be 2-2. I'd stand on that. I think it's 2-2, 3-game series, 2 games in OKC. I just think they get the only reason I'm not going to go like crazy on it is because the road they've been so bad against the spread on the road. But they
literally
still
haven't won a game.
I'm taking first half as well to almost like I'll try to double buy. I mean, I guess the Timberwolves game they played really well and they won still. I don't know. I think OKC bounces back. I just think they can, as much as like the Pacers have played well, the Thunder can definitely play better. I don't know.
Pacers can play better though.
Sure.
I know. I'm so
But
confused.
they also had role guys that played like awesome. And
Yeah,
the Thunder didn't have as much of that. Which, granted, it's
But
in
again,
Indiana, that's kind
they
of like how it
did
goes. But
in game 2, and when they when they won and beat Shum, that was what Wiggins.
Wiggins played very
Yeah,
well.
really
He
well,
shot
like-
the ball very well.
I don't know. That's a weird thing about this series is because not everyone has played their best.
no.
Even in OKC, like it's just Shea is
He wasn't great in game 3, I thought.
no, but he's gonna have the same fucking stats almost every game. He's gonna have about 25 to 30, or unless he goes nuclear,
So what, like 30, 35?
yeah, or maybe 30 to 35. Like he's always gonna get his shots. It's really about how Halliburton plays. I really do think it does. Like, because again, I think Siakam's going to have 18 to 25 as always, and then are you going to get T.J. McConnell doing fucking crazy shit again? I don't know.
I think it depends on how OKC supporting cast plays. Like they need all to step up. We need home.
You got to get something out of the bench.
Yeah, like I mean,
sure. I mean, they have the stars, but
they had
the bench just didn't have
16
any
points
points.
on
How
the
has
bench.
Caruso been?
Yeah,
I mean, he was great in
one game. He was incredible.
To me, I don't know how you
He
just
was, he was decent. He was decent.
Just
in,
start
in
Hartenstein
game
tonight.
three.
Like, do what
They're not going
I know
to.
they're not going
Getting
to. But
18 minutes a game.
like
Crazy.
he's not doing anything because you're not letting him, and it's like
He played. He was good in game 1 and game 2. I
Miles-
don't really understand it.
Miles Turner is now realizing he can back him the fuck down anytime he wants. He's a skinny guy. He can get bitched down low. He's not a center. He can't cover these bigger guys. Like, if he wants, he get back down every single time. And Chet is a weird player. He's really talented, really good, but he's kind of just like he needs to gain weight.
He's better in crunch time. He just weird. He just weirdly is not there in the second half.
He's so much better in the first half. I don't know what that's about.
It seems like it's like that thing I was talking about, where it's like they don't want to get the ball to Shea, which is the right move, yes. But when you're hot, go.
Also, I noticed in this year, especially game 3, like if you're just not like when Shea's not getting the calls, they don't know what to do.
True.
And there was a few. I saw the one that they showed a bunch was like this Ben Shepherd play where like he clearly where Shea clearly initiates the contact. He doesn't get the call. They're all like mad about it. I'm like, you don't deserve that call. You shouldn't ever get that call. I mean, I do think that's part of it where they get so reliant on like the Shea ISO ball at the end of the game. If it's not working, you're not getting foul calls. They kind of just like
The offense stops.
it goes stale, like because everyone else just stands around.
Yes.
And that's where Chet, he's just standing there like no one else knows really what to do.
Yeah, even
Like,
like
all right, I'll
Jalen
just-
Williams will like give it to Shea.
They're like, all right, my job on this play is to just get the fuck out of the way. And then all of a sudden, when you need like, there's 5 seconds left, you just get the ball, like you're in a weird
I'll
spot.
say this: I'm more interested in this series than I thought I'd be.
It's more compelling.
Like, it's more like I'm excited to watch the game tonight.
Me too.
Instead of like I thought it was just gonna be like whatever.
I thought it was going to be, like, obviously, I thought OKC was going to slap him around. This has been much more competitive than I thought. And I'm at the point now where I don't know how this game is going to go. I have no idea.
No, I really don't. I
It'd
don't.
be
have
really
a-
something if the Pacers. It also would be something. I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be something. We talked about that Pistons Lakers
I know.
upset in 2004.
If they just won it in 5,
Yeah. So if the two biggest upsets were not only like
Yeah.
upsets, they were
like
like ass kicking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That would be a very.
I mean, if they
interesting
won
narrative.
this and then closed out in 5 in OKC, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
I hope the
Yeah.
Pacers
I don't think
I
it's
want
going to
the
happen.
Pacers
I'm
to
just
win.
saying.
No, but it's I mean, it's a
Yeah,
fair
I do.
thing. that, like,
I hate the Pacers.
I'm not even
but
saying it's
I
impossible.
respect
I
them.
it's not
one of those-
impossible.
They beat you. You know, they beat us fair and square. They're the better team, and like, you know, it's
If the Pacers win tonight, they're going to win in 6, I think.
it's also good for
I
the
agree.
NBA. A little bit of like a balance back. You know,
I also love
for
like
years we had these super teams and who's joining who and 8 different stars, and LeBron gets another Asian guy to come play with him. Like now, these guys are truthfully a team.
I love when like a team like OKC doesn't win. I like when it's unless it's my team, but like when they're dominant all year, it's their year, and then all of a sudden like if I told you guys the Pacers are going to beat OKC in the finals, but like in the middle of this year, you'd be like, okay, you're an idiot.
I wouldn't have believed the Pacers even be in the finals because they had to get past. They're gonna get past the Celtics and the Knicks and the Cavs.
Yeah.
Pacers aren't gonna do that.
Right, but they didn't have to get past the Celtics. That's
didn't.
what I talk
There's a
about,
lot of
these breaks.
storylines in the NBA
A lot
this
of these
year.
breaks.
If I told you,
They get past the Cavs and Knicks though.
think about all the storylines. If I told
No.
you in the beginning of the year this would happen, you'd be like, it'd be the best parlay of all time. Like Luka getting traded, right? That happened this year.
That
And you
was-
also have like Malone getting fired after from Jokic. You have Thibodeau. The Knicks beat the Celtics, but he gets fired. You'd be like, you're an absolute moron
Yes.
if I said that, you know? Like, because you don't know the storylines that are going to play out. There's like didn't someone else get fired?
Oh, and then what if I told you the Mavericks get Cooper Flag?
Yeah, Mavs got
What the
number one.
fuck are you
Mavs
talking
got
about?
number
That's the
one
most
pick.
believable of any of them, to be
No,
honest.
before this season, if I told you that,
The
If you
Mavs
told me
are
this
after
came up the NBA Finals. How are they gonna get the number
If
one
you
pick?
told me after Luka trade, be like, you know what?
No, I'm
Great.
saying before the season.
Yes, that's insane.
crazy.
Yeah, if you told me Luka Doncic was going to play for the Lakers for one
Yeah.
first-round pick, I'd say, like, fuck you.
I would have just assumed that Luke and Kyrie got hurt, which I guess happened.
I think it was a plane crash. Like, what happened?
Yeah, you know what? Nikola Jokic will play for the New York Knicks next year, and we'll give up 0 first-round picks for him. You think I'm crazy, right?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
now you're
I
just
think you're crazy.
They
Yeah.
also, they
Then
also,
it's going to happen.
they also did give him.
No, but that is
They
a
gave him a
ton
first-round
of
pick.
things. Like
Yeah.
you guys,
One.
even Tibbs, like you guys would be like, no way. If you beat the Celtics in the playoffs, and you know that would be second or third round. And I saw did you see Josh Hart talk about Tibbs? Like, it was pretty smart the way he went about it.
Yeah, because I think they all know. Like, I mean, Bridges was kind of like saying, "Hey, like, chill on the minutes." Like, I think there were signs there that you look back on now, and you're like, I think people weren't like in love with just the way he was handling things. And
Well, no, he was actually very positive about him.
well, no, they
Did a
love
good
him. Like,
job.
Brunson like has known him since he was a child. So I'm sure there's like a very like near to his heart.
gotta fire
thing
his
with
dad.
Tibbs. Yeah, it's tough.
You have to fire his dad.
He just can't be the head coach. I don't think you have to fire his dad. Is what got
His-
Brunson here.
Yeah, well, now it's time to.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
Tough. He's not
Why?
going to.
You're gonna fire you bring a superstar and then you fire his dad. Like, yeah, that's gonna go great. Marty, you'd be a horrible
I
GM.
mean, a lot of people people don't like his dad.
Who?
The guys on the team. There's rumblings.
There's rumbling.
Yeah, there's rumblings.
From where are the rumblings?
I don't give up my sources.
So you don't know anything.
You don't know anything.
You don't know anything.
You don't know anything.
Well, I guess we're gonna know anything.
The 1988 Orioles started off 0-6. They fired their manager. Their manager was Cal Ripken Sr. Did not go well. Cal was very upset.
Yeah, but he played his
Like
whole career.
firing Rick
He
Brunson.
did. He stuck around. He stuck around.
I had to go.
I meant. Well, no, we went
went
long
well.
term. I meant in the moment. Excuse me. I should have said.
Yeah, but-
because also Billy was in the team, so he had two brothers who just got their dad fired.
No, you're right.
Imagine, though.
It didn't go well. Cal was taking
No, that's
days
fair.
off left and right. You're right.
That's fair. That's fair.
He has to be
Well,
traded. He played his whole fucking career.
he
on a
did.
team.
I meant
Never missed a game.
Well, he did eventually, but I should have said it didn't. What didn't
They
go well
did
in the
cheat,
moment.
didn't
In the
they
moment, I
cheat?
left that in the
Like,
moment.
they
You're
turned
right,
the
Rick.
lights off or something. They cheated to get him to play.
There's a rumor.
Sad.
There's a rumor.
I'm with Kevin Costner. Yeah.
There's a rumor. He went home, found his wife with Kevin Costner. Called the manager. Was I'm too distraught to play, and they pretended that they had a power outage at the stadium until he could get his mind right. This is an urban legend. Probably
That
not
is
true.
too specific that it's true.
I can't imagine that's true.
Maybe not Kevin
But
Costner.
I guess the thing is, the power outage only affected. I figured they
nowhere
were
else in
at
Baltimore.
Memorial Stadium or Camden Yards, but only in that stadium.
Convenient.
Very convenient.
Listen, they've done a ton of 30-30s and all these 34-30s and all these documentaries and stuff like that. They should just, and again, I don't know how you would do it, but somebody should just kidnap Kevin Costner and Cal Ripken and be like, you ain't leaving until you tell us the story. And that's the documentary. No I don't even need cutaways.
I'm in.
Just them in a chair, like, get me that real story. We're never going to get it now because Stern died, but they should have got Stern and Jordan. Hey, what happened? What happened in that meeting? Like, he told you to leave because it was bad for your image, right? And they finally admit it. Those are the fucking documentaries I want.
I feel like Jordan's is just.
unanswered
I think
sports
it's just, like,
questions are
true.
the ones I want.
I think
You really
Jordan's
think,
is
like-
like,
1,000%.
you really think Stern told him to leave?
I think the two of them busted out a fucking a couple of high noons, the best tasting beverage there is, maybe a bottle of Pink Whitney, and said, let's figure this out. And then after a couple hours, they were like, you should probably, like, maybe go play baseball and then come back. I do. I really do.
I just can't
I really
fathom a
do.
world where the commissioner of the NBA said, my biggest star, like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, no, I think it
In
was.
its
I don't
time.
think it was that. I think it was like, hey, that people are gonna come out with the story on you if you don't.
But the
I also
story
think
ended
I
up
knew
not
he was
like what
coming
was the
back.
story?
At the time, though,
Remember, his dad had just died too, so it was a weird
it wasn't
thing.
a tour. Like it wasn't gambling.
Yeah, that was
Like,
the
I
thing.
think-
But-
I think
but
There's
that
like
was,
all these
like,
conspiracies about like he owed
yeah.
these
But
guys
also
money.
remember what gambling was back then. Like
I know,
gambling
I know.
was not looked at as like
It wasn't,
is
but
now.
also like he wasn't like, gambling on basketball. Like
Do we know that though?
I mean, I think it would have came out by now.
I don't
I
know.
don't
he's
think-
such the. He's
There's
such
never
the
been even
face
a
of-
rumor
There's
of him.
never been any
Like,
sniff of
No, I'm
that.
not saying that.
He
but
likes
I'm
table
saying-
games and stuff.
Yeah,
Regardless, so he
Jack
could have
and-
been in like owed money to someone or whatever it is.
Oh,
like
but it wasn't
at that
no,
time.
it
You don't
was
want
never, No, it was never about betting on basketball.
No.
It was the sense
I
that
know.
during the NBA Finals, when you're supposed to be in like your hotel room, you're taking trips down to AC till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
There's no way though
You know what
that
I mean? Like,
there's no
you're
way
losing
though
$1 million
that
on a
he-
golf course. You have to testify because that guy was found with something in his briefcase. Like he was just a
different.
round
Like,
shady
He
guy.
was around shady guys.
Him leaving to like play like gambling, I don't think that would. It was definitely something serious that was going on. There was like, hey, just take off.
I will say the dad getting murdered was a big deal.
Yeah,
too.
they
Yeah,
do
of
think
course.
there's
So, but also I think it
something
also
there,
may have been
yeah.
like I need to take a step back. Like it was a
I don't
weird
think
time.
it was. I don't think it was like I need to take a step. Like you take a step back and don't play baseball. You would just take a step back. That's why I think something was going on. To really take people's mind, because at one point everyone's like, "This is amazing that he's playing baseball."
Oh no, it was incredible.
Yeah,
The whole thing was bizarre. It was weird. You kept hoping the White Sox would call him up.
He's also
When the strike
better.
happened. It's like fuck.
He's better than people give him.
He's better at baseball.
than people give him. If you look at everything, he was not great, but he wasn't.
Couldn't hit for
shit.
powers fast.
Yeah, his average was fine.
You know, his manager was in Birmingham.
Who?
Terry Francona.
Francona,
Oh yeah.
He had. He was old too. Like, you know, for a prospect. So like it was a tough spot for him to. Like, I think they said if he basically played baseball his whole career, he could have been a major leaguer, which makes sense.
That's impressive as shit.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
To be the best basketball player in the world and also be
do we just say that because he's Michael Jordan, or do we actually believe it?
I believe it because like his AA stats weren't atrocious.
They're pretty bad.
They're not
bad, but Meek, he had no baseball. He didn't grow up like he didn't play baseball for like 6 years before that, 8 years before that.
Who's putting up better stats, Marty Mush right now or Michael Jordan in 1994?
But he's 31 there, man.
Marty's 30.
Well, Jordan's putting up better stats than Marty is. Sorry,
I don't
Marty.
know. I don't know. That's not that.
It's not great. 30 steals.
I might be able to.
30 steals. Caught 18 times. 30 steals.
Yeah, he caught 18 times.
That's bad. He caught
It's not
18
good. Yeah,
times,
it's not good. It's not good. It's not
You
good.
should probably stop stealing.
But he was quick. I think he was good defensively too.
If now we're going off the deep end. If LeBron decided I don't want to play basketball at the beginning and said I'm going to the NFL, he would be the best tight end of all time,
I
correct?
don't know about all time. I think he'd be very good. Maybe. I mean, I think he definitely would have been good.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
really good, probably.
yeah, top 5.
It's tough with contact. Like contact.
That's
is
the
such a big
thing. Yeah.
contact.
Everyone's got a plan to get punched in the face. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
very
he
much
played,
like,
he did play football in high school.
But in high school.
Yeah.
Comparing like
Yeah, but
Ohio like high school, which I'm sure
Yeah, but
Ohio's
he's not,
actually
I'm just
very
saying
high
he's
level
not.
high school
He
football.
knows what it's like to get hit. I'm
Is
not just
anyone
using
that
him
He knows what's get by Matt from Math.
Is there anyone that big at tight end?
I was thinking like Gronkowski and like Kelsey are so big, but like he's bigger than them.
LeBron's bigger than.
I think you're right.
I mean, he's a little bit tall. I mean, there's a lot of tight ends.
He's
that are
so
like
big.
6'6".
Like I know. That's what I mean. Like think about how big those guys. Imagine him on a football field.
Also,
Oh,
might have
yeah.
been
2 inches taller.
Might have
Like
been-
most like 6'6".
might have been
6'5".
faster than all of those guys too. I feel like.
I always said this.
I think as fast for sure.
I'd love to see
I mean,
LeBron.
these guys are like 6'6", running
No,
like
they're
4 or
good.
5
Yeah,
40s.
without a
like-
doubt. Without a doubt.
I'd love to see LeBron in a basketball game never give up the ball. I think he would. I think he would be able to score more than you think, even if they knew he was not giving up the ball.
I mean, he had some. What was it, the playoff game? What was it? Either the Pistons where he scored like 25 in a row to end the game. Or
Like
was it
that's what I'm saying. I
Magic
think
one?
if
It
he
was-
really wanted to, I think he could just bully his way
Pistons,
down, and
Pistons,
then like
Pistons.
I watched
right?
that game in a
He
hospital.
scored the last 25 points or something like that of the game for the Cavs. Like ridiculous.
What was it when he was a kid? Was it 38 special game or was it or more than that? Was it when he was like it was him and like nobody else, and he brought that team to the finals. That was one of the
07.
crazy.
7, yeah, 7.
That was one of the
That
craziest.
was the playoff run. Yeah.
It was insane to do
I
that.
mean, literally, Boobie Gibson was like the second best.
Yes.
player on the
Oh,
team.
it
Like
was
preposterous,
terrible,
like a
yeah.
preposterous roster.
And he was so young.
I still think that bringing that team to the finals might have been like the greatest achievement in like basketball history.
That's real. It's
Like
incredible.
that team was so fucking
So
bad.
bad.
Did everybody
Like, they
know
were
it
in
was
NBA
bad in the,
finals.
in
Yes.
the moment?
Yes,
though?
100%.
Yeah, that
we were all
moving
like,
back?
I can't believe this kid's doing this.
Yeah, I guess.
And at the
I
time, I mean, he was like 22,
they did have
He was
Ilgauskas,
crazy
right?
young.
23 maybe.
They did have
Tops.
Ilgauskas, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had
well,
I think he was
Ilgauskas.
old.
It was Ilgauskas, like
Still, no, he was okay.
it was Ilgauskas, like Anderson Varejao, like Drew,
Varejao was legitimately like a starter for them.
like Drew Gooden, like
bad. They
Boobie
were
Gibson.
Yeah, they were bad. No, I know. I remember them bad, but again, I was 19, so maybe I wasn't as tuned in every day like this. You know what I'm saying? But I just remember. It also was a long time ago. I just was wondering if in the moment people weren't like, the Cavs.
That's the
No,
roster.
the Cavs are a little spunky. Like everyone was saying.
Scroll-
how bad
scroll
they
down
were.
a little bit.
Larry Hughes. Larry Hughes is probably one of their better
That's
players
the whole
too.
roster.
No, show the stats though. Like it's crazy how shitty they were. You know, yeah, LeBron was 22, and no one else like had like.
No one else.
Larry Hughes had like
was
half his
next.
points, and he's next.
Drew Gooden.
Yeah, Larry Hughes. Not Boobie. Larry Hughes was the second best.
Oh, he's in that team though. Like
LeBron
Boobie also
James minutes
played
played
60 games.
40.9.
Averaging 27 to 4, 11. That's it.
Eric Snow was getting 4 points a game in 23 minutes and played every game.
Closest one next was Larry Hughes,
Yeah.
14 points a game.
Yeah, Larry Hughes was the second best player.
And then I think LeBron.
Did he not win the MVP that year?
Look at that. LeBron also led the team in assists.
Hold on. What did he give me his stats?
He won the MVP.
No, it said MVP 5.
Dirk
came
won
in fifth in
MVP. That was a
MVP.
Dirk
Oh, he came in
MVP.
fifth.
Yeah,
Then Dirk lost in the first round that year.
So his
it
points.
is before the playoff start, but still.
Oh wait,
But look at his age compared to everybody else.
22. Yeah, everyone else at least 28.
Nash had a double.
LeBron absolutely should have won MVP that year.
Well, that's a classic.
Absolutely.
That's a classic.
I'm sorry,
like
like-
he's 22, he'll get it soon.
Yeah.
Like they do that same shit That's like why they didn't give it to Jokic this year, because it's like we gave it to him last year.
That team even made the playoffs. He deserved to make
100%.
MVP. That roster's
MVP
horrible.
award is the stupidest award. It's becoming almost the stupidest award because it's usually not. Sometimes it's not the MVP.
It's just not true. Yeah, it's just not a true award.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just whether. I mean, I don't know. I don't think
How you
there's a
look
way to
at it.
like fix it. Yeah.
How do you fix
It's
it?
like it's.
I guess
like,
what do you do?
It's MVP it's like MVP when they want it to be, and then it's like Player of the Year when they want it to be.
It should be called best.
But like
player.
Shea was like Player of the Year he was
because
the best player
MVP
on the best team.
is always like, if you do take, my opinion always was, if you take that guy off, are they even close to where they're at? That's because that's the most valuable player for your team. Best player is like what the stats are in the
Player
year.
of the Year. It's
Player
like
of the year. Like MVP is like, yeah, if you take Aaron Judge off the Yankees, I think that we do not even have close to 45 wins, whatever wins we have right now.
But if you took Michael Jordan off those Bulls teams, which we saw happen, they're still a competitive team. They still make the
100%.
playoffs.
I mean, I think that's the greatest argument that.
So then,
you would make
so
a
then in
LeBron
theory, then he
Jordan
should not win any MVPs in the '90s because they still would have been a playoff team without him.
I've always that's
That's
the
the-
greatest
that's
argument for LeBron over Jordan. Is when LeBron leaves a team, they go to literally the worst team in the NBA. And when Jordan left the team, they were making the Eastern Conference Finals without him. I think that's always the big one. That there's not really a counter to that. It's just a fact. Like when he left the
Well,
Cavs.
not the Heat though. Those Heat teams would have won without him anyway, or came damn close.
No, I don't think they would.
Bosh and
They
Wade?
would, Bosh and Wade, they're going to the Wade won without him. I mean, they would have.
But with Shaq, with like still a prime Shaq.
He had Bosh now though. Those teams would have easily been a top 3 seed, top 2 seed,
I
one seed
don't-
in the East.
I don't know. I don't know if they. I guess we
that's
unfortunately, I guess, didn't get to see it. But
That's absolute. that's inarguable. Now,
no, I
that
think it's
team
very-
that we
I think
saw.
that's very
What are you
arguable.
saying? Hold on. What are you saying?
He's saying that if LeBron left the Heat and they still had that enough times like Wade and Bosh, they would have still been like a title contender. I don't think they were a title.
I think they'd be in the mix.
I think they'd be a
I do.
play. I think they'd be a playoff team.
Oh no, I think they'd be
They're
a
a play-
title
they're a playoff
contender.
team.
I think that the
I
top
do.
3
I
seed
absolutely
East.
do. I
I
think
think
they'd be in the mix.
they lost a few with them. Like you think they'd be contenders without him?
in the mix. Top 4
Top 3 seed.
It'd still be a top 4 seed. That
East is weak, I guess. I think playoff team. I think playoff
yeah,
team.
I mean, you
not,
got to remember. Listen, what you lose with LeBron, you're going to pick up a little. You're not going to get all of it, obviously. And LeBron, you have to focus on him, whatever. But Wade will pick it up a little bit, and then
No,
Bosh-
sure, they'd have
and
bigger
Bosh will be
roles.
featured
No,
a little
of
bit
course
more.
they'd have
Yeah,
bigger
for
roles.
sure.
Of
How
course.
many does he
Yeah.
have, LeBron?
4.
4?
I mean, he hasn't
Is
won.
that low?
It's low because he won 4 pretty early in his career, and there's
That's
like, well,
low,
it's LeBron
right?
James, you can't give him
It's
another.
low when you consider how he dominated the finals. For
And
a
also,
decade.
like
being
how-
in there.
But like how long he's also played too is
Four,
like.
4 titles or 4 MVPs?
MVPs.
Oh, I'm
Both.
it's both.
Both. I thought you were talking
both.
titles.
Well,
Okay,
both
I was
because
talking
Mickey
titles.
How many times did you lost?
He was talking titles. That's
6.
why. Yeah.
It was 4 and 6.
It's also.
I know, but isn't that crazy to like wrap your head around though?
But I think again, it's like almost. I think the other big argument that I would make if I was making like a LeBron case would be like Jordan gets like literally credit for just losing earlier.
He played last seasons too. Though.
But I'm saying he gets like the 6-0 thing in the finals. It's like, but you just lost in the conference finals, and then LeBron was dragging the corpse of the Cavs to the
That's a
finals.
good
and then,
point, though.
And then it's a
Fair.
blemish on him because he brought that team to the finals. It's almost as if it would be better. Like when they make these arguments,
almost-
like,
they do,
It'd be
that's
better if he
true.
just lost in the first round.
Also,
Like,
Jordan-
That's
yeah.
the way the arguments get like portrayed towards him.
Jordan has a little bit of a cop out or a little bit of like a clause there, an asterisk. No 94, no 95, and then no 90.
How did we turn this show today
don't
into
know.
LeBron
Good.
versus? No, it is great. I love it. I'm gonna say we turned into ESPN today.
Then no
LeBron
90,
versus
then no
Michael
90,
Jordan.
no 99. Like, so to Ev's point, like, what would happen with this legacy of like Jordan didn't lose? Like, do you really think they could have went 8 in a row, meaning 94, 95? I don't. I think something would have broke the wrong way. That's not saying that Rockets team was like that much better, but I just think, I mean, if you look at the way Jordan won his titles, a bunch of them were kind of by the skin of their balls late. That Utah, like that 98 team, fantastic team. He had to pull that one out. 97 was a...
I will say
They never won 7.
Never won
though,
7
right? They
games.
never
I know
won
it never
7.
went 7, but they were very contested fucking 6, and he hit a buzzer beater in 6.
Suns
to prevent
Suns
7.
series went 6.
You get what I'm saying? Suns went 6 too. Yeah, listen, he's unbelievable, but like, that's the biggest what if. Like we talk again, like the
think we
heaven
kinda-
VCR set when you get to sit down at the bar. It's the 94-95 season, and Jordan's playing. You know, like you
We
get to
kinda
watch
have an
that,
answer to
that
it a little
play
bit.
out.
I think we have an answer to it. I don't think he does win 8 in a row because 95. I know he came back late, and obviously that, but he still was Michael Jordan, and he was still on that team, and they didn't win. And I love Jordan. I'm a Jordan over LeBron
It's
guy.
maybe a little bit different if he's there for the full season.
I
really
have
do.
LeBron James question for Clemmer. Do you think the Eastern Conference Finals MVP award should be named after him instead of Larry Bird? I mean, LeBron went to 8 straight finals in the East.
Yeah, you have to give Larry Bird some. I'm okay with it. Like Larry Bird was
Do
great.
you think LeBron should have an award named after him at
Sure,
some point?
sure.
But Michael Jordan doesn't, correct?
I think they should name the Finals award. Larry O'Brien, or great commissioner, sure, but like, I mean,
I just don't think I don't think it ever changes.
that's fine.
Like if Michael Jordan hasn't have an award named after him yet, there's no way LeBron's gonna have
Wait,
one.
didn't they just name one of them after Bill Russell?
the MVP.
The Finals MVP.
That's right.
Which I'm good with that.
That's fine though, because
He has more finals
I
wins than
also
anybody else.
think it
That's fine
should
with
be like older the better.
Yeah, it's fine. I think LeBron definitely deserves. I think LeBron's the second best player in NBA history. So I have no like. I think Jordan's number one, but that's fine. You know, like I think they're both incredible.
You think it's 1-2 or a 1A 1B?
I think it's 1-2 for me, but
Really?
but I'm I understand the LeBron argument. It's like he's been to 10 finals. He's had a longer career than Jordan. He's gonna at the end of the day have much more higher compiling stats than Jordan. And Jordan, he did what Jordan never did, which is bring that Cavs team. Like you're right, it was a bunch of corpses.
Well, and also I think, and you got to
Jordan didn't
remember
do
too,
that.
like he was able to win one with the Cavs, but like in the midst of like that run where they were always in the finals and losing most of them, like that Warriors team is like miles better than any team from the West that Jordan ever had to play. A Durant, Curry, like Thompson, Draymond, all in their prime team. Like
Yeah.
you cannot argue. Like there is no team from the West that Jordan played that is better than those.
There were some good teams though, man.
But that team is unbelievable. A team that had won.
Well, all right, but on the flip side,
they
though,
won a championship and then added Durant.
All right, look,
preposterous.
Jordan had to get through the Heat and the Knicks. That East was, and then before when he was younger, Pistons and Celtics. LeBron had the East. It was a bunch of fucking loser ass teams and him.
But I'm saying look at the team he had to play in the finals.
That's why he got to the finals 10 times because the competition was so weak.
Well, he also was that dominant too. I mean, he was also like running through.
Yeah, I mean Jordan had he won every one, but
Jordan's road was much harder to
he
get there.
He did have some hard.
Much harder.
No, but once he was there, it was far
Sure.
easier.
Yeah, but Jordan
Far
did have
easier.
Jordan
and
did
that's
have,
at the end what it's all argued about.
Jordan did have some hard times going against Derek Harper, who was a great pro, and John Starks, who was a scrappy pro for sure. But now we're talking about what was Golden State's backcourt in 2016.
It was Curry, Klay Thompson, Durant.
But he had to deal with the Pistons and the Celtics when he was younger. LeBron never had teams like that in his conference ever.
But I'm saying though, but
when
even
he
the
was
teams
younger,
you're
he had
saying
he had
don't
the
compare
Pierce.
to the Warriors. Those Warriors teams. I mean, there's an argument that like the two Durant years. That's like I don't know if any team like ever beats that team. That team was insane.
They were great.
They were a championship team that added like the second best player in the NBA.
Also,
in his
think
prime.
everybody on the court. I want to see the side-by-side film. I think everybody on the court was faster than all those guys in the 90s.
I've never
bigger, they're
That's evolution.
They're
That's
bigger, they're faster, and they're stronger.
Yeah, but so is he. That's not fair. I mean, you can't.
is
You
he.
can only judge on the time you played in. You can't do that because they have
It is
different.
fair though. Like, that's the whole point of arguing these things because like obviously players are better now. That's just what happens with sports.
20 years from now, those guys would wipe the floor with the LeBron teams. But
Like,
that's not.
Then we would never talk about Babe Ruth because Babe Ruth sucked today.
Yeah, and Jordan Maggio would suck. Or Mickey Mantle would suck. Or Willie Mays would suck. Like, but
I
that's
do
not
get
fair.
that because it is. That's why these arguments are always going to be arguments because you can never. Because like we always say, who said it? It was like if they saw Kyrie Irving around the rim, it'd be like
JJ
a
Redick
wizard.
said it.
It'd be like what is happening?
Yeah. Oh no. Like they
Like-
wouldn't understand.
like,
If
Wha-
he said if they dropped him in like the 1960s NBA, they would think a wizard showed up.
Yeah, like why is
Like
this
the things he
happening?
was doing with the basketball in his hand.
Eventually, we will have the technology to answer these hypothetical debates. At some point in our lives, that technology will be created where we can watch prime Kyrie versus prime Bob Cousy.
But
and
it'll
have
be
the debate
flawed
settled.
But prime Kyrie would destroy prime Cousy because he just
But
has.
we have to know for sure.
He has more. Well, no, we know for sure.
We'll never act. We know for sure.
won't
But we'll
know
never.
for sure.
We know, but we'll never like.
I mean,
know
but that's
that.
not fair. Like I said, if Kyrie was born 60 years earlier, maybe he wouldn't be as good. You know, I don't even know that. That's not fair.
If he was born 60 years earlier, he'd have a harder time getting to the NBA.
Not necessarily. The NBA was a bit more progressive than the first black coach was an NBA,
True.
and the first the NBA starting five full lineup. So
Is there anything LeBron can do that puts him ahead of Jordan for you, or you think it's just dead?
if he had won 7 titles, it makes it tough.
You think so? Even if he wins like next year at the age of like 40, you're not going to be like, well, LeBron, MJ at 40 it wasn't doing this.
LeBron's a better older player than Jordan.
Well, that's the thing. Gilbert Arenas has made like a funny. He had like a very funny little rant about it. He was like, when Jordan was this age, like he was like getting drunk before the game and like smoking cigars, and we all just were like, hey, like cheer on, like go, like. And then now we Like LeBron's out here still like in almost like prime form, like just slightly below it, and we like chastise him for like what he's doing out there.
Just a
Or people
different culture, dude. Like
yeah, it's just like not like
Twitter. And
we're like rooting on Jordan on the Wizards, and then it's like LeBron like still like out here really like doing.
if you think about LeBron too, he's been in the spotlight for now 22 years, maybe more, 25.
I'd say since he was
when
like
in high
15,
school.
16, easy.
The most public
He
figure.
graduated in 03. I think that Sports Illustrated article came out in 02. So yeah, 23.
And there's not been anything bad come out about that guy.
Pretty wild.
Kind of crazy.
Not really, no.
And listen, he might have the best team. He might be this, but not one thing you can go like. We're talking about Jordan. Like why did he go to baseball? What happened here? This the little shady things. There's nothing on LeBron.
Well, his stuff was, I'm picking nits, very minimal, and in his high school career.
The Hummer thing.
Jersey thing, the Hummer thing.
But even that was like.
And that's like, and
That's
that's
it.
not
that's
illegal.
The fact,
Dude, how
Then
did
Jordan do his
how did his mother get a loan for that car? Do you know? She walked into the bank and said, "This is my son," on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, give me.
All right, we'll roll the dice.
We're gonna have money.
Hey, we're the place that in interviews or something. Can you mention this is where he got it from? And they
He was
had to
wearing
line out
chain
the
and
fucking door.
the one place
you'd
gave
be
him all
a
the old school
moron.
the throwback jerseys.
You would be a moron.
Especially
not
where
to
he knew
give
he
her
wasn't
that
going to
back.
college. He's going to the pros. Why not?
Yeah,
Who cares?
You'd be a moron not to give her that loan. But yeah, nothing really. I mean, he's insufferable on
yeah,
social
that's
media
his
and
thing.
shit,
It's
but
just
that's it.
like
that's really it.
it's just crazy because you think of any like really star athletes like that, like the star, not superstar, the star.
Who did he
There's
have? all
usually-
kids with the same wife too, right?
Kids with the same wife. That's the only like rumor. I'm not even gonna say it, but it's like doesn't matter. It's all he's with his wife. Everything. There's nothing.
We don't know. We
bad.
don't know what their agreement is.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that is. I don't care either. It's just like it's kind of crazy that how much we shit on this guy, and I get it. Like when he lies about reading a book, and like that's funny though. I love that, and I get not liking him, but I also don't understand the people that don't like him but not respect every little thing he's done.
Can I say one negative thing about LeBron? So Jordan, when he played the Wizards, he donated his salaries, but I think that first year, maybe both years, to the 9/11 fund. Because he actually, when he was going to do his press conference to announce he's going to the Wizards, was the same day as 9/11. They had to push it. That was good. That was the biggest news story of the day before what happened.
The Wizards had to be so mad.
Yeah, the Wizards.
I'm kidding.
But LeBron still has this like max salary and like.
Oh, he's built schools for kids.
No. My point is though, like it makes it harder for the Lakers to be competitive because the salary cap.
Well,
So
that was the
is
thing
that
with-
is that a now like whatever you want to say there.
Honestly, though, I don't.
But also like who's
Fuck
he
that.
not to get what he
Why-
has and what he's
we're
earned.
Also, like, that's where I get so mad about some things too, where it's like, he deserves whatever he wants.
But Jordan for years for the Bulls, and Rico
Yes.
knows this, he intentionally
made $3 million. You can pull up his salary thing.
Oh,
now.
I know.
It's all antiquated.
to make the team
He
so
was
they could
not-
go get Rodman.
Tom
and
Brady
stuff.
did a lot.
Tom Brady
too.
too. So like, is that
Mahomes does it.
is that a
Mahomes could pay
detriment to
more.
LeBron or not? I don't know. I mean, I think it's a fair
no.
question. But
I'm a big whatever you. I'm not gonna pocket watch you, and like, I hate when people like us who don't have millions nitpick the people with millions and like what they should do with their money and like should you because he also like still had good teams with a very big contract.
I see when Jalen Brunson does things like that, that makes me feel more comfortable nitpicking LeBron. With guys with like far less money.
Yeah, but he
leaving
also
so
has far less talent.
exactly why he should take all the money he gets.
No, he needs
exactly
more people around him.
No, but exactly more reason to like shit on LeBron for like LeBron is in such a tax bracket now. Like I agree with what you're saying, but I think LeBron is like above that now for me. Where I'm like,
course.
you're literally a billionaire.
Sponsorships
Like, you
and all that.
you don't need a dime from basketball. I'm not saying take nothing, but he could easily take like 10 million and it would be like no problem. It'd be more the PA being like fuck that. Like don't do
Do you think they'd be allowed to?
that's what I'm saying. The Players Association would hate that. They would
no,
not
you're
want it.
allowed to take a different contract, but the Players Association will. You'll actually be getting a call from your.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
But when you're
where it's
LeBron,
like-
you also can say,
doesn't
fuck
Le-
you.
with that-
I want to win a championship.
Well, if LeBron does
That's what
that-
Jordan did to the head of the PA.
That's
when he
my
wanted-
point.
He's
That's-
like, I'm coming back. Be
and-
happy I'm coming back.
And that's the Jordan. That's like he was a killer who cared more about winning. LeBron likes winning.
Yes.
But winning to him is not money's more important than winning to him.
does that fuck up other people's contracts? LeBron doing it, then it's like, okay, well, if LeBron, and then every other player now is like, okay, Luka or KD, why aren't you taking less? Because LeBron's doing it. Like, does that fuck up
And
everyone
that's
else's
exactly what
That's what they
ref
don't
and
want.
the Players
Exactly.
Association would call and say exactly
So
that.
that's where he's probably like, listen, I don't want to fuck up anyone else's, because now Luka's going to be getting $80 million a year because of LeBron's contract.
But that's also
going up.
but
That's where
LeBron's
it's-
but that's also LeBron's ego. Like he cannot be like not the highest paid player on the team, and that's I think a knock on him.
but Luka will be.
But but I'm saying he mentally like, obviously with his new contract younger, but you know what I'm saying. Like obviously he'll make.
He can't be like right.
Like that's because like he's limited in terms of like just where Luka's at in his like contract and all this. Like
It's interesting
way
though.
the
I
thing's
love to
gone
like
up.
actually listen to that. Like this shit I love. Like I would
think-
love to listen to these guys talk about like, why aren't you taking less, or like what is
Yeah, me
the
too.
reason?
An honest answer.
And honest, and I'd be fine with whatever answer it is, because it's your money, it's your talent, it's whatever you're doing. Go for it. Good for
At
you.
the end of the day, you know who the owners created this system. I always push back on the owners because the players are playing. They earn the money that they get. The owners created this system where it puts the players in a difficult spot where they have to make this choice. Baseball, Aaron Judge wants so that they can go get these contracts. It doesn't affect the chance of winning for the most part.
Yeah.
You have the luxury tax, whatever. There's not like a hard ceiling where they have in the NBA.
With the CBA, like you're gonna see guys maybe be inclined to take less than the max, just to like they could keep their guys together, maybe.
But are they doing that?
I think well, Shea's a big extension coming up. I think where
I bet he takes the max.
it's
And I don't blame him for doing so.
I don't blame him for
Guys should
either
get
way.
the guys should get the money they're earned. Like think about what I'm saying about LeBron. I'm saying you shouldn't get money that you're earned. That's not fair.
I think
It's America.
Yeah, sure.
Those guys, I think the top of tops, I think they'll take their money. I'm more interested to see like, or the Tobias Harris of the world. Are they even gonna get the offers they used to get, or
Oh,
like
yeah.
they just blindly get the max from like the Sixers or something, just because like they made an All-Star team?
Or more the latter, I think.
Like our teams
Yeah.
gonna give out those offers anymore? Like I don't know. I think that's just we're gonna see with the new CBA.
It's fair. Because I mean, they got to a point where they were spending so much money because there was a floor as well. Like that was like that huge year when like Biombo's getting $100 million. All these guys they were going to like plan A, B, C, and if A, B, C didn't work, then the money had to go to somebody.
Right.
So they were just getting the money.
Like Jordan Poole's
yeah.
making $30 million a year. Is he gonna get a $30 million contract?
But he also
But the next guy who's like Jordan Poole might though.
But Jordan Poole also he obviously has been a bad contract, but he also got it off being like a key member of a championship team.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the context matters. He was averaging 20 plus a game.
He can get
They
punched
won-
in the face.
They won the finals. Like
might be better.
That guy's getting 30 million plus in like any scenario where you.
That should be.
Would you
a
get punched in the face
documentary.
for $30 million? I guess I would, right?
That should be a documentary.
Easily.
Right. Yeah.
Draymond Green can punch me in the face.
What happened in that
Easily.
practice?
I'll wake up.
I'd watch that documentary.
Yeah, some real.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And also because he's not on the team anymore, something
We get
really
that like, in
happened.
10 years. Whenever he's retired, we get that story.
Yeah, I think
Real
I think,
story?
I think because Draymond loves to talk, so I think that he.
Also, Draymond, it'll be hilarious. Like Draymond, like sipping some like cognac at 30. He's like, yeah, like I knocked him the fuck out.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah, he was talking. I was just sick of him.
Yeah.
And I just fucking landed a clean right hand on his
To
jaw.
punch
Went
him
down like a
and
sack of
also get
potatoes.
traded. It was real personal.
That just showed you.
Yeah.
Showed you who was wearing the pants in that team. Huh?
Yeah.
Draymond
Yeah.
punches him and he's still with the team.
You gotta get.
Well, I mean, he'd won 4 champions.
No, I know, but it shows you the hierarchy there.
yeah,
Like,
what do you get suspended? Like 2 games? Not even.
I
Fine.
don't even remember to
yeah,
be
yeah.
honest. Yeah, I don't. It was obviously he was.
no one
practice.
else. This tells me like no one else in the team had a problem with Draymond after that.
No one
Right.
said anything.
That tells me
I
that
don't think he was your guy.
maybe
They were
Jordan-
more mad
maybe
at.
Jordan
They were
Poole was
more
pissing everybody.
mad at like the video getting out,
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a leak in
which
that
is
building.
also a
Yeah.
big problem.
I do think if you ask,
Honestly, half of the documentary should be on that. Like, who leaked that?
Yeah, who
motherfucker?
leaked
like,
it?
Who was the guy who let that get
Well, that's
out?
what people don't realize. Like, there's so many people getting paid like minimum wage at like these
Yeah.
stadiums, and like they don't give a fuck. They're like, oh my god, I just saw Draymond.
They all have phones nowadays.
The
The
guy
guy
was-
was,
the
the
guy
guy
working
was
the camera.
cleaning the bleachers.
Yup.
And he's like, holy shit, look at this. Bro, this is
guy-
why I wish back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, literally, like, I always tell the story about even my dad arresting Roger Clemens in the fucking bullpen. And no one knows about it because there's no phones. It's just whoever was there to tell it. Imagine back in the day, Roger Clemens got arrested in the bullpen in the World Series.
Someone who grew up in the
got
And-
arrested for?
People were throwing shit in the bullpen, and Roger Clemens went up to my dad's partner and like kind of put his hands on him and like was like and it was yelling at him, and then they ended up like fighting, and then my dad said it was the strongest guy he's ever. He was throwing him.
Juice bag.
He said
Clemens is a monster.
It wasn't juice then.
he was throwing.
It wasn't juice then.
He's juiced his whole life.
No, he wasn't. There's
not in the, not in
Oh,
the
86. He was
86.
he juiced in 96.
86.
It was
It was
86.
a World Series
86, yeah.
Red Sox.
He juiced in 96.
Oh, I mixed it up.
Allegedly.
Marty's dad was on juice back then.
Clemens
was not late.
I see.
Marty's dad
said-
started with
Right.
juice in the 80s, and
He
then he
said-
got off of it for the wedding, slimmed down. And then Clemens was off
Yeah,
it. He
my
got-
dad gave
that's what it
Clemens
was.
the
Gave him the
juice.
juice.
Yeah. He said that he
Hashed it out.
He said that Clemens was throwing both of them around like he was nothing.
Christ.
And then like he went to his captain was like, and the captain was like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
Let Roger Clemens go." But like imagine that though. Like imagine that would be the biggest story for months
Oh yeah.
if anyone had a phone. Just that time, it's like you're just telling your buddy, "Hey, I saw Roger Clemens get arrested."
Imagine your dad.
That's it.
Sure,
Your
yeah.
dad, imagine your dad was like the cop who like arrested Scotty Scheffler. Like that's basically your dad.
Yeah.
was that
Yeah,
guy.
right.
My dad actually
He
probably
was
would have
that guy.
been.
Exactly
My dad
right.
would have been a hero at that time because it was like it was Mets.
You could never go to New England again.
Honestly,
You'd be a
we-
hero
Yeah,
in New York.
never go to New England, but in the Mets, he'd be like, "This guy's amazing."
Guy threw cuffs on Clemens. in the World Series.
Your family's had a couple of run-ins with the law and arrests.
They have. Yeah, no, we showed the video when
we
you
did?
were.
Okay.
Yeah, we showed the video.
That's
Nikki
unbelievable.
Mush, one of the best videos, truly. And I still can't believe the one guy in Chicago did a video on the arrest and like no one picked up. It was my brother. I was very surprised, but it was fucking hysterical. Nikki Mush is.
Yeah, those
More,
guys.
he's doing better at my job than me.
Dude,
We're not doing that today.
We're not doing that. No, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Not doing that today.
I just.
I want to like make a shirt for
I
it,
just-
dude. It's like I already made my family group chat that.
Hey,
I just blocked some kid on TikTok because he came up on the feed 3 different times. He's one of those kids. He's like, "How long will it take me to go to Target before I get kicked out?" He's hiding. He's pulling the fire alarm. I'm like, done. He's done it at like 10 different places.
It's nothing
We're
worse.
trying to work.
No, it's
I
nothing
can't
worse
need
than
to
the
see that.
people that fuck with innocent people throughout the day.
I'm like,
it's either trying to work.
Unless
those-
it's really,
all you gotta
really,
do is-
unless it's harmless, I don't care.
one of those look at me guy, like, you know, or whatever.
No, say it.
What?
Say it. Gotcha.
Gotcha culture.
Gotcha culture. That's the problem.
Put one of them in prison, and then they'll never.
Well, no, to be honest, the guy my brother was with, he, that sounded
That's not. Yeah.
That sounded
that's all
gay.
right. Well,
Yeah. Regardless, the one my brother was arrested, he got charged with 8 criminal counts. So he got charged 8 different crimes. That'll slow down the gotcha culture.
See, I think they like it. I think it's like the opposite.
Well, yeah, they also
they
again
don't like getting arrested, but I think they like the notoriety,
They also-
publicity, the content they get from it.
after 8 of his friends were waiting for him outside and
Yeah.
all were twerking.
And don't get me wrong.
That's exactly my point.
Yeah, there's still.
It just adds. Oh, now we're gonna do this video. Fucking
And no, it has to be like a
More
serious
attention.
crime.
now the video of Nikki Mush saying what are you doing? Like that now that's gonna go off. Like it all just more content.
Like, pull it up, play it again.
Meek, you're a big fan of gotcha culture, right?
There is stuff that's harmless. Like there's one guy who's
today.
pretty popular. You've definitely seen him on your thing. The famous one where he goes into the pawn shop and everybody's in on it except the one guy, and he's trying to return items from
No,
that guy's house. Dude, he has like he's like, "Well, where'd you get this watch?" He's like, "This was only given to like Suzuki employees." He's like, "Oh, yeah, I got one just like it." He's like, "All right, puts it to the side." Then he has like a shirt that he has. He's like, "This is my shirt." He's like, the whole place is in on. He's like, "I'm gonna call the cops." Like, he's like, "No, like I don't know, man. I got it from my grandma." He's like,
Do you mean to send it to you, Meek?
Like that's harmless. But
I got it. Give me a sec.
all right, 2 quick ones.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Music always plays.
Music always playing. Music always playing.
Unbelievable. He never learns from it.
Soundtrack of our lives.
That's a triggering sound for me. That and the alarm clock is really triggering.
I think it is for our audience too.
Tell me, tough knuckles.
But
Not
Kyle
today.
Vasquez had trouble navigating all the attention at court today. Big trouble. First, an obscene gesture.
Hey, what are you doing? What? We're not doing that.
Then he tried to barge out a side door in conflict with the officers that were here to
I need
escort.
Neely boy.
What are you doing? What? We're not doing that.
Not doing
Then he
that.
tried to
Neely
barge
boy.
out a side door
If
and
Philly Clubhouse is out there, I need that clip.
Hey. we're
Can
not
someone?
doing that.
Can you clip that for me, Neil? Because it fucking makes me cry every time.
Just with me. What are you doing?
That
What are you
video-
doing?
I'm pretty sure that video has 20 million views.
Yeah, it's funny. There's stuff. Yeah, little.
I can't see the view count. So.
I'm gonna look right now.
Little
it's
shit.
on the guy Hoopifies. Hoopify, whoever. I don't know
No,
who this
but it's
fucking
glitch
guy
where it
is.
shows everything at 0 views right now for me. So
It has that one right there has 1.1 million likes.
Wow.
Has 15 million views.
People like it.
Yeah, there's little one-liners.
I don't know if they like it or they're mad. Like people are almost. Some people are on the Tommy Tough Knuckles side,
They want people to be flipping people off left and right.
being like, it's not that serious, dude. Like, why is he getting charged for like that's there's like a GoFundMe for him. You're a loser. You should be arrested if you're trying to get that kid out of jail.
Oh, really?
I think you are.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
You're not a thumb guy.
A thumb guy?
No, I mean that's the least shocking thing of all.
Yeah, I'm a big.
Clearly, he's not a thumb.
Well, he didn't grow up with Eminem. We all grew up with Eminem.
It just always.
Oh no! Oh,
We're all.
oh no!
This is to me. This is crazy.
I mean, it's just nerd. Like that was very like.
yeah,
nerd. In high school, they
it
got
was
me-
nerd. No, it was.
I'm not even trying. Like in high school.
You did
like,
this in high school. You'd be like, "Why you show me too?" Like,
No,
you're a
this
fucking
was
idiot.
like, all right, this guy, I know I could beat the shit out of this
it's-
guy.
Yeah, 100%. Yes, exactly. If you're tucking thumb, like
This
oh
means
that
you're
guy's
old.
No, I
No,
didn't
but
say it's
no, there are
old.
kids that did it and aren't like you just like
Yeah,
that guy's.
the nerdy kids in my high school would do this.
Yeah, there you go, like
and then I would be like, well, all right.
People imitating Eminem. Does that
I don't know if it was Eminem. I didn't.
Yeah,
know
I never heard
it
of
was
Eminem. I think it was just like
That just might have
that's
been
just the
Rico.
way,
Eminem
yeah.
definitely was doing that. That's what I remember.
For sure. He does in.
You know what I want to do? I want
Lumber
to.
sold. He probably. My grandfather used to do this one. Have you guys ever seen this one?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That faded
No, it's
away.
this.
No,
This
it's
too.
this.
Oh, but it's this. It's
this.
this or this. Yeah.
No,
My
no,
grandpa-
This is an Italian thing, right?
Yeah.
Grandpa.
Hey, fuck you! Hey, fuck you!
Because you want to know what it really means? Because it's up yours. That's what.
Yeah.
that's where it-
Up your
I
ass.
had it go this way. They used to do this.
No, you know what that is? Because my grandpa used to make me do this, but it used to go. He makes me go to my parents, go infinity and beyond. They thought it was like Buzz Lightyear.
All right.
And grandpa told me it was Buzz Lightyear did this instead of this. So my grandpa would always make me say "up yours," my dad. But there, I always wanted to. You ever see like this person created the rap? Who created the rap?
Bobby Valentine.
Bobby Valentine. Do you think Bobby Valentine
What he
really
said.
created the
Somebody claims-
rap?
He claims the rap
claims
sandwich.
The rap sandwich, like the actual rap. He claims that he did that. I gotta find something that I claim is mine. I made that up.
You got to find something that's relatively new that
Yes.
no one has already like taken ownership of.
Yeah, like I think Kai Sanat says that he's created the word Riz.
He does. He does.
Okay.
claim that he
Yeah.
invented the word.
Like something like that. That was
yeah.
new.
That's good.
And like something like that. Like there's gonna be something that I can. But like I want to believe that Bobby Valentine created the rap.
My cousin may have invented the ham dog. One day we had no hamburger buns, hamburger meat. He wanted
Ham dog?
ham dog.
I don't think anyone knows
They
this.
took the burger. So we didn't have burger buns. We did have a hot dog bun. He did want the burger. His father, crafted the meat, shaped the meat into a hot dog type thing that was still going to be cooked as a burger, and then put it in the hot dog bun so it would fit. Melted cheese and everything. Ham dog.
I think this is
It's a wonderful.
create something has to like people have to know about it.
Now we're finding out now.
Not out there.
Listen, that's crazy, but I kind of love it.
It's genius because it's like I
Does he
still
do
want.
it? But did he do the ham dog after that?
Yeah, I mean, for when he was a little kid, yeah. Like then it was a thing. Like
What about the dogger? What's another ham dog?
ham dog's
I
the
like
way to
ham
go.
dog.
Like ham dog?
Yeah,
ham dog sounds gross.
'Cause what's the other version? Hot burger? That's stupid.
No, I was saying
That sounds gross.
dogger.
Yeah. No, hot burger should sound good. It sounds weird to me.
It should be a dogger. A dogger.
Dogger. A dogger's
Dogger?
pretty
A dogger.
Ham dog, yeah.
Dogger.
Ham-
No, that'd
ham
be
dog
like
sounds like
a,
it's just-
like a patty of hot dog.
Kind of like ham dog.
I'm a dogger.
Ham dog sounds better. A dogger is good though. I like it.
Do you think Dusty Baker actually invented the high five?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's
that's,
another
thing,
one.
yes,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
that could potentially be true. But
can't
like, do you
imagine
think
it
there's
is.
people in like the 18th century don't think they ever like fucking went like this?
No, I guess they. I guess they didn't.
They might have not.
Because even like my parents, like if you ask your parents, people like older who were alive, say before the 70s, people didn't high five.
Huh.
I know.
There's a lot of handshakes.
I guess so.
Like, who created the DAP?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you. See, that's when you can say I created.
I
that.
think it's been around too long. I'm just gonna keep doing things and just trying. That should just be my every day. I try to create something that catches on. It's tough though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also like for like
Also, a ton of people who probably will never get credit. Like, who was the first guy who was like, "Yeah, this way's boring. Turn around, bend over." That guy's. I'm just saying. That guy's living in whatever. You think of what's been created. You think of all the shit that's been created.
Horn dog.
Who is that guy? No, I'm just saying.
We're talking about.
Who is that? No, I'm not saying who is that
It had
guy.
to be a caveman. That had to be a
That's the
caveman.
one. How can you say you are not horny?
Absolutely not.
That's a caveman dog.
It's innovation. We're talking innovation.
Oh, no.
How can you say you're not horny after saying
Fucking
that?
innovation.
We're talking about high fives. You go to
Innovation.
turn
Around,
and
bend
go
over.
Innovation.
I mean,
I
gotta say
maybe
that
it started
was,
in jail. I don't know.
Oh no, that was probably like a day 4 in the Earth thing. The holes are so close together. I mean, someone's probably just going to town. You know that back in the caveman days.
Somebody missed.
No one was probably just curious. Like,
Yeah, like that. I bet that was like that's a.
I'm just saying. That guy never got credit.
Honestly, I went in for. I thought you were just talking about doggy style. I didn't think we were going anal. But
I
I'm gonna tell you right. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Either way.
I bet
suppose.
anal predates the wheel.
You
I
think?
bet that's how far back we're going.
1000%.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
These are the combos we have on Pick Central.
Oh, Meek,
1000%.
look at Meek. What do you think, Meek? What do you think came first?
decided to go against-
Wheel or anal?
We have a female
I
present
know.
for this one too.
Yeah,
But
it's a good
I
show.
thought I'd ask Meek.
that's a, see, we
Saying people do event stuff. You never get the credit.
There's a Curb episode of this guy thinking that his grandpa created the Cobb salad.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
and Larry just goes, "It's so fucking funny." He goes, "I looked it up. Your grandpa didn't do," and he gets so mad at him. He goes, "He didn't invent the Cobb salad."
That's a great episode. That's very
That's
funny.
a good episode.
couple of quick.
I wish I had in my memory of anything else like Curb. That's the only thing I remember is Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yes, I can remember any episode there is, but I can't remember anything else.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's a shame.
there's only so much up there, you know.
It's and you know it's a folder I never want to close.
No, it's
Every other folder is closed up
in the
there.
front.
Yeah,
I file it away.
right.
Westbrook to decline his option. He's going to become a free agent. Saints.
Inventing anal straights at Westbrook.
Do you not realize how
Westbrook's a free
crazy
agent.
that was to just say Westbrook's not?
Natural segue.
Checking the rest of the headlines.
He's a host. Come on.
Yeah,
Ursay to join the Colts Ring of Honor Week 1. That'll be an auto bet for I think everybody in the room.
Also, again, Ursay's birthday today.
Yeah, today.
I don't know.
I can't believe
the
I've
quarterback's gonna be Daniel Jones. Gonna be an auto bet for you.
Whatever.
I think the Colts are gonna be a fine team.
And then
Wait, Meek, what do you think? Do you think the Colts will be good with Daniel Jones?
Their defense is fine.
I think they're an awful football team.
What were they last year? What was their record last year?
They weren't that bad.
They lost to the Giants, so they were a bad football team.
No, but
What
weren't they
was
like
the record?
8-9 or 7-10? They weren't like horrible, right?
I don't know.
I mean, they had the 14th pick in the draft.
yeah, so it's
they
around
were
I
there.
want to say they were like 7-9, like,
They
or
were,
8-9.
I think they were 7 and 10.
8 and 9.
8 9. There we go.
And listen, I'm not.
Not an awful team. It's a mediocre team.
and he did not like. Who was their quarterback?
Joe Flacco.
And the Richard Joe Flacco, yeah.
Are you sure he's
Never
better than
seen
Joe
that.
Flacco?
I think he is. I think it's close. I think it's closer than you'd
In fact,
think.
we're saying it's
I mean,
close.
yeah. I mean,
It's-
Flacco is.
What do you mean though? We're talking about what it is. I'm not even saying anything that crazy.
Meek hates Daniel Jones.
And they also, I think, what's his name is going to be a good tight end for them.
Oh, Tyler Warren will be good.
Oh, Warren.
I like Tyler Warren.
Warren. I think their defense is very good. I'm not gonna say they're great, but who's their division?
AFC South.
Yeah,
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Texans.
I think they're better than them. Texans are good.
Yeah, I don't think they're better than the Jets.
Titans.
I don't know, I'm always
think
too
they're better
high in the
than
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville?
I don't know.
Jacksonville's. There's a reason they had number 2 pick in the draft.
I gotta stop.
Trevor Lawrence
I gotta
sucks.
stop believing in Trevor.
You have to.
I gotta
Everyone needs
stop.
to know
That's a
Trevor
me
Lawrence
thing.
is a.
That's a me thing.
If you think,
Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones.
they have the same stats.
Significantly better.
They have the same stats if you look at it.
Significantly better though.
Yeah, no.
What do you go off of though? Stats or not?
I go after just like watching them play ball.
If you look at stats, they have the same stats.
I don't think the stats are as kind as you say they are.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They're pretty close.
Lawrence has definitely been better.
Pull up the stats. Here we go.
I don't think there's anyone in the world besides maybe you and Daniel Jones' mother that
Meek.
would pick Daniel Jones over Trevor Lawrence to start a game next year.
No, I wouldn't either. I would still pick Trevor Lawrence, but their stats are similar.
They were similar at one point. There was a point they were similar. I don't know how similar they are now.
King of the Diamond rolls back out.
Oh yeah, we
today.
gotta do our picks for that.
I'm going to take Gavin Sheets. He's got 11 homers. He's been cold recently. San Diego going to Arizona. The total in the game is very high. I'm going to roll the dice. Gavin Sheets for a homer is plus 650, and then you get your share of $1 million if your pick wins and your team scores the most amount of runs, correct?
Correct.
Yes, correct. And then one other
You're
idea.
taking Gavin. Should we do that now?
Yeah, I'm taking Gavin Sheets plus 650. And then loyal listener to the show, Mark in Philly. Idea for you guys. DM he just sent. Idea for you guys for Pick Central based on the Cash Out Kid. You all have to make a 3-championship parlay with MLB, NFL, and college football, and you guys do a 3-round draft on the show, and you can go in any order you want to fill the categories like a dog will.
Yeah, I
I
like
like that idea a lot.
that.
That's a good idea.
That's what I'm saying, because then we can't be too biased, because we all have the same teams in a lot. So like, it'd be good to like.
That's a good
No
idea.
one's
I like
looking
that
at
idea.
Giants, which is
Having a
good,
draft's
but-
a smart play.
We should do. Can we do it tomorrow? I mean Monday.
I'm here Monday.
Yeah.
And
We're
then
all here Monday, right?
Then I'm not in again till.
Yeah, that's
I think I'm
fine.
not in again the rest of the week because
The
it
rest
does and
of the
stuff.
week, yeah.
So maybe Monday, because Monday we'll have. Fuck, we'll only have one game to talk about.
Well, the game
nights?
will be the game. The
Will be
game 5
Monday?
will be
My
that night.
God.
Game 5 will be that night.
The fact that we have no games on the weekend is asinine.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Truly asinine.
Enjoy
Does
the
it-
U.S.
well,
Open. Yeah, it's kind of the
Yeah,
only
US
show in
Open.
town right now.
And we haven't talked
Oh
about
wait,
US
so
Open.
we got when's College World Series? Is that tonight or today?
It starts
Today.
today. Today it starts.
Day games today.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coastal might have just
my
started.
God.
No,
All
it's
right.
2 o'clock. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
it's-
Okay,
I thought it
good.
was one.
That's something to watch.
I actually just bet Coastal to win it all plus 650
Good.
or
Let's
600.
go. Them and Oregon State.
I'm an alum. People forget I'm an alum. Coastal
Yeah.
alum.
Matt Wallace.
Are we gonna do our home run pick here?
Yeah, I
go,
got Gavin
rip it.
Sheets.
All right. I'm taking Drake Baldwin.
Okay. Ev.
I'm gonna take.
Morikawa sucks.
It has to be late, right? It can't be the early game.
Yeah, can't have the Cubs.
I will do. I'll just take someone on the Yankees. Fuck it. We ball. Give me.
Against Crochet.
Yeah, fuck Crochet.
It's one of those games, like, you do have to take the games, though. Like,
I want to write.
Yankees are tough, but, like, you do have to take the games that are not the Braves Rockies.
I
There's
took
a
the
lot-
Braves rock. I took Drake
But a
Baldwin.
lot of people are going to take that, where it's
No.
like, I'm trying to find one where I'm not, like, if you take Acuna, which, not me on the internet.
All right, then
first
can I
time.
do a different one then instead of Drake Baldwin?
Of course you can change it.
Okay, I'm gonna do Pedro Pajes. He has 2 at bats against Freddie Peralta. 2 at bats, 2 home runs in his life.
Love that.
Okay. I don't know if they're gonna score a ton of runs, but Peralta's good. But I'll take Pedro Pajes. All right, I changed mine. I'm sorry.
Who's yours, Rico?
Gavin Sheets plus 650.
Oh, Pedro Pajes isn't even listed on here.
Ev?
Fuck.
I'm going Sal Frelick.
I think
I
it's
took him last time. He's got pop. He's got a little pop.
Oh, never mind. I can't take my guy.
I hope every game.
I like someone random. I think the play is to take people random.
100%.
I don't want to take Judge and win like
No.
$50. I want to hit a big one.
All right, I'm going to go with.
All right, I'm taking Vinny Pasquantino, my guy.
He's been hot. I was actually going to bring it
No.
up. He's batting like almost 290 now,
He
280.
has like a 25 game on base streak right
He's
now.
been playing well.
So yeah, so I'm sorry. I'm taking Vinny Pasquantino.
I'm going to go Javi Baez.
Ooh.
What
I have Brandon Nimmo on Pride Night.
Himo. Shirts are on sales now.
They're good shirts.
Yeah.
They're comfortable too.
Clement, what other picks you got? I got
Hang on a second. I gotta do this. So who did you take?
Gavin Sheets.
No, who did Marty take?
Raul Ibanez.
Javi Baez.
Javi Baez.
I'm actually doing it, Rico. You're not doing it.
I just fucking did it before the show, dummy.
How did you do all of ours?
What?
We take all.
Do it all together, dummy.
Parlay 5.
Oh.
That's what I'm
Did
trying
you
to do
just
right
took
now,
yours?
dummy.
I'm going to do it after the show. but-
Yeah. All right.
Rico only
Call
doing
me a
his,
fucking
yeah,
name.
obviously.
Yeah. What is
Miko
Miko Bosco?
Wait, I
What a
already.
shock.
So I don't think I can. I
No,
already opted
nope.
in.
No,
What?
you're not with us.
Who's the dummy
I'm
now?
not. All right. Well,
$5.
You guys are guaranteed to
So
win.
in our
$5
guys'
to
you're
win.
not going to get anything.
$5 to win
It
$282,000.
says bet now. Hold
Maybe
on.
we could
See
be
if I
that
can
guy.
Still do it.
Oh,
Imagine, like,
imagine
you
if we won
guys
it. Imagine if we won it and he didn't do it. That would
Relax.
be incredible.
Bosco.
That would be
That'd be
so
Bosco.
great.
Actually, Bosco doesn't do it, a better chance.
I might buy him lunch
I
if I
mean,
won $282,000. I
You're
might.
going to have to buy me lunch for a
All
week.
right. Baez. Who else?
You know I am.
See about
It's
that. See
done.
about that. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for Clement.
What
It's not
else
looking
do you idiots have?
good. You owe me lunch for
Brandon
fucking Duke
Nimmo.
pick.
You say
What? How?
I spent a lot of money on that pick.
Final 4.
Did you say 282K?
Yeah, if all.
Imagine you just in one day you just won more than the cash out kid.
Oh, incredible.
You just
We'd
hit
all do
you
it. We're
just
all doing this.
hit a
Are we not in this together?
I'll
I'm
do
going to
it.
do it. I'm going to do it when I get home.
Who's the other one? Who's your
Play
free
it with the social so I can just add it. Did you block it in already?
No, I locked it in. It's in there.
All right, so,
So
all
it's
right, I'll just
follow
play
him.
it from
If you
there.
don't know it, again, our
Who's your-
betting group
who's yours?
is.
You have Baez. I got yours.
It's going to be on. It's going to be on the thing.
It's on the
You're
thing.
Who do you have?
I'm sorry. I'll tell you. I have.
Pedro Paz.
No, he wasn't able to use him. He wasn't
Oh.
listed. Vinny Pasquantino.
Pasquantino. Okay, all right. So I'm in. I guess.
Yeah, it's all. If you're following along, it's all on socials. $282,000. $5.
I'll get in there. Why not?
Let's go. Let's go, boys.
One time. All it takes is one.
Let's have a day.
Well, really, it takes 5, but it takes
Last
one.
week it
Takes
was.
five, yeah.
Last week the Yankees won. It was Jazz Chisholm, Volpe, and Goldschmidt. I think the bonus bet was like $300 or around there.
You really have to hope like a team goes off and your guy's the only home run.
Right. And it's a team, ideally, that you wouldn't have expected.
Like
Yeah.
when someone says take Andy Pages and Pedro Pages has the most home runs that night.
Yeah, that sucked.
Sal for like 10 to 1 to
That was
homer
you.
tonight.
Sure.
Love it. Love it.
It happens. All right, Clement, what else you got?
My pick of the day. This is for 5 in a row picks of the day. How about that? Orioles having the lead after 5 innings. It's minus 130. I'm on the Pacers money line plus 180. See how that goes.
Bro, I think you should just take that Soto bet until he's like. I was thinking about just taking that until, if you did that every day, I think you'd have a good.
I mean, he's on a tear right now.
It's not tear right now.
know. That's
It's
what I
not
just
pick of the
said.
day, but Marty, I don't think you're wrong. That's not a bad play, right?
I know it's just like
Let me find what the odds are.
Yo, you won the Halliburton versus that guy's out feeling.
Yes.
Motherfucker, I wasn't.
He
Oh yeah, I
finished-
did too.
He finished with 22.
That was great.
I mean, it could have took Halliburton's points like at 18 plus, and it would have
Right.
been the same. But
Yeah. Ev.
I'm on the Cubs money line that starts in like an hour. I'm on the Blue Jays, and I'm on the Brewers. And I'm sorry, I'm on OKC first half minus 3.5 and OKC game minus 6.
Marty.
I've been the Nationals plus 1.5 yesterday was electric. I couldn't believe that.
So I was about to record unnecessary roughness in one of the like office rooms. I also had the under and like under 8.5, so I was in a bad
You're
spot
sweating.
for like a horrendous beat. There was a all-time tank crash out brewing. Like truly, like
Dude, it was incredible.
All-timer was brewing.
so Mikey Betts called Frank before the 9th inning when it was 4-0, and he stayed on the phone like at the start of the inning. And Frank was screaming, "Mikey, hang up! You're gonna curse us!" And I was like feeding into it. I was like, "Mikey, hang up the phone!" And then the first 3 batters off Stanek reach, tying run at the plate, and
I mean, it went from 4-0 to 4-2 with no outs and the bases loaded.
I was in the game time room with the door closed. People could hear it through the mic.
Yeah.
107,000.
like Mikey Betts' life was on the line yesterday.
107,000 for the
Just tweeted it.
home run
Barstool
pick.
gambling. 107,000.
For the cash
For
out,
what? Oh, the cash out. Okay, I didn't know what you're talking
What did you guys say? What the fuck?
about.
Is
Got a proper announce.
So, I mean, if the Thunder win today, I think it's going to go to at least 130, maybe even like 140 or more.
yeah, because you're gonna have 2
think
games
you're right.
for your favorite.
You'll have 2
No,
that are
140.
2-2,
Yeah,
where
140.
one will be almost as big a favorite they were before the series, close at least, not quite there, but and then one where the line's the
It's
same.
107 right now.
Yeah, if it's 107.
Goes to, yeah, if they're done
if,
yeah.
if it's 2-2, where and both the teams that you have have the home court, home ice for the final 3, I think it has to be more than half the amount. I think it's got to be like 140, 150.
I'm on the I'm on that Soto bet, Marty. It's minus 110 today. So it's over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs.
That's the thing, because he just walks so much, so it's like
You just need him to score, and that's how he got the first run. Was he
Yes.
just walked.
exactly. And an RBI, like he could go still have no hits and get it.
Sack fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been great this month, by the way. So
Marty's having a great month.
but yes, shout out to me. I'm going with the Cubs against Skeens. Doesn't matter. He doesn't pitch all 9 innings. He can pitch 8, and they'll still lose. It doesn't matter. And the Cubs are good. Horton's I'm a little scared of. I don't really love him, but
He's good.
huh?
He's good.
He's got like a 4 ERA this year.
He's a little. He's pitching better too. He's
it's
got a good arm too.
It's 4.11.
4 is it that high?
Yeah. Also, we didn't talk about it, but the Brewers called up that guy yesterday. Had 6 innings, no hits, or
5 innings, 5 innings, no hits.
No hits left for
and
the trainer.
he just, why do I start a story and not let say it?
Because he knew something.
Yes, he needs to say it.
He knows something.
quicker
He needs to.
than me,
he
where
needs
I'm
to say it.
setting up the story.
No, he
and
needs.
he's
He needs to
saying
let
it.
everyone know that he knows something.
Do you realize how wild that is?
Yes, it is wild.
Did you always raise your hand in class like every time the teacher asks a
No,
question you
I
need the
actually
answer
would
to?
never participate in class.
You should try that here.
But regardless, it was the craziest sprain of an ankle I've ever seen, where he just was going back after catching the ball from the catcher and just his ankle hit the ground. Like, he really fucked that thing up. Did they say if he's all right?
Yeah, he's all right.
He's fine.
I
They took
don't-
him out after that.
Yeah,
right?
I guess they said it was a scare.
It was a scare.
Yeah,
Oh, what are you
yeah.
doing, dude? So yeah, I got Cubs. I have.
Is that a fair retelling of the story, Meek? Do you approve of Marty's telling the story?
I could have done better.
I could have done better, but you stopped me. I'm going Phillies. I love the Phillies tonight. Love. People aren't talking about the Blue Jays.
No, they're
Playing good.
They're playing really good.
Nobody's talking about.
They're only like 5 back in the
Oh no, they're
38 and 30.
No, they're in the wild card.
Also, if you told the everyone was said the Yankees would be in first place, but the rest is switched.
I didn't say they'd be in first place.
Well, not you, because you're an idiot. But the like the Orioles in last, Red Sox in second to last, and then it's the Rays and the Blue Jays. I got the Yankees at plus money any day. I'll take that, and then I'm gonna go with the Braves minus 2.5. I'm also the Rockies whisperer. I'm 2-0 when I bet the
Are you
Rockies.
taking them today?
No, I took
Okay.
the Braves minus
All
2.5.
Okay.
Marquez or whatever his name is.
Yeah, not good. Yeah.
Not good.
All-time strikeout leader for the Rockies. How about that?
Crazy.
Marquez?
Good
Isn't
for
it
him.
crazy? Like Kyle Freeland, like has the most starts.
Most starts in Rockies history is Kyle
history.
Freeland.
That's insane.
Franchise history. They've been around since 1993.
That's crazy.
Good for Kyle. Freeland.
Blue Jays right now are
Great
the top
guy.
wild card.
Freeland's a great guy.
Phil, what do you got to close this out?
Chet Holmgren 6+ first quarter points plus 130.
Ride the
Love it.
wave.
In.
Ride the wave.
Love it.
What's maybe I'll take half because he was even pretty good. But yeah, first quarter is a great bet.
All right, enjoy the weekend. Happy Father's Day to all. Enjoy the games tonight. We will see you Monday.
Do anything for Father's Day?
No.
All right.